here's a close-up right here. So I have 10 boxwoods for this hedge. And after adjusting that portion of the hedge, moving those 3 boxwoods forward, looks pretty good. So this is how much water is retained when we get heavy rains here. This area is a part shade garden, and I'm not too concerned about all of that water because it also gets a good amount of sun during the day. This hole right here, not too bad. This one here, not too bad either. But yeah, that other one, clearly that's where all the water pools up at. So I'm gonna put a sweet summer panicle hydrangea in this place right here, in this spot right here. And it'll be able to suck up a lot of that excess moisture when we have a heavy downpour. It's a panicle hydrangea. It's going to contrast nicely with the 9-bark and the arborvitae in the back. Here's a sweet summer in this Corten steel container. This design is not going to work next year. It only gets to roughly 3 feet in the container. The dahlias, the brown turkey fig, the sweet summer, they were all competing for moisture in this container. So this was a fail. This was definitely a fail. Not going to do it next year. Looking from afar, those white plumes are going to contrast really nice with the dark 9-bark and the arborvitae. So I just yanked it out, and it has exposed the roots of the dahlias, which I covered up with as much soil as possible to protect it from any frost we may have. So again, the brown turkey fig wins. I really wish I can do this plant some justice and find a spot in the landscape to put it in so it can thrive, so it can live its best life. So yeah, I'm looking at it from afar. I think that sweet summer hydrangea has just completed that bed. It has completed that bed. I'll give it another season or so and it'll completely fill in that bed. So just taking another look at a different angle here. We've got the crocus roses. I've got to pull out all of those catmint as ground cover. That's not working too well. But yeah, I really like the placement. I really like the placement of this hydrangea. Yep. That form, checks the textures, the blooms, the contrast between the arborvitae and the 9-bark. Yeah, this is gonna look really nice next season. And these boxwoods are gonna fill in really nicely. They're lined up just perfectly. Yeah, so I think that sweet summer in that spot, it does the trick. So over here, I was able to adjust this boxwood right here so that this abelia can have room to grow a little more fuller, and it looks a little more natural. So yep. So yeah, not too much more maintenance is needed in this bed except for the cutback of the roses. All right, garden friends, thanks for hanging with me on this brief episode of AJ's Green Thumb. Just doing some fall transplanting. Fall is the best time of the season to transplant your perennials and shrubs because the ground is still warm. You're getting all of this rain, all of this precipitation in the fall. Take advantage of that so that your plants can go ahead and establish strong root systems so that they'll flourish the next coming season. Again, thanks for joining me on this brief episode of AJ's Green Thumb, and I'll see you on the next one.